things happen in Nigerian Professional League. So people are going to be bearing with us. Every Friday, we have to create small time to talk about our own league. We need to promote our own league and all. So please, just sit down and enjoy the show today. Chelsea is looking for a midfielder, in Douglas Lewis. We're going to talk about it if it's going to work out or not. Some rumors that Palmer might switch to Manchester United. I know said that one a long shot. It might not even happen in a long time, but rumors are flying everywhere. We're going to talk about that on the show. Good morning, also.
Good morning, Godwin. Yes, like you said, rumor mill. Some players are coming down to West Ham because we are big. Some players are rejecting other clubs
West Ham
to sign for us.
Maybe they're going to relegate to the
Some players are planning on leaving Real Madrid. They're not going to relegate us again. But again, it's a wonderful day of the like yesterday. Nottingham Forest disgraced EPL and lost to Braga. Aston Villa with the win again, and I think, like you all say, which you well know, and then the master of Europa League is at stake, and I think he's going for this one. He's going for the final blow. I'm probably going to bring this one home for Aston Villa in a very long time.
Yeah, the Europa League is Emery's game. Emery's sport is special.
Territory.
The way Real Madrid is the champions of Champions League. Emery Europa League is its own thing. So, and you won that game yesterday. Good morning, John.
Yes, a very good morning to you. Very soon it will be time to say Conte Patiro to Casemiro at the Old Trafford. At the end of the season.
After the end of the season,
Yeah. So credit to him, good one for him. And then moving on, great one in the Europa League yesterday for Unai Emery.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk about that. It was a fantastic game.
Let me try, but our other guy no try.
Yeah, why? Okay, Sean Dyche.
He played against a big team. You know, his first match was Braga. Yeah, for Portugal, a big team now. At least, for if you talk about Portuguese league now, you call big four for Portugal. Now him, Benfica, Porto, Braga, and one of that Sporting. Those are the four. You don't look me like that. Now 4 teams we will know for Portugal. Be that. So which other team you know?
Nobody know Braga. I beg you. Don't give me that.
Like I said for Portuguese league.
Don't give me that
one. Benfica we know.
Now Porto and Benfica, you don't know Sporting.
Okay, and Sporting.
I'm Braga now.
We don't know
Braga. 4 with that. Top 4.
When Braga won the league, I think about a couple of seasons ago. One off thing, but it happens. Okay, let's start with the Europa League. It was a fantastic games in the Europa League yesterday. And I'll give you the result. I'll talk about the I said Nigerian team. I'll talk about the English team that played in the Europa League yesterday. Okay, yesterday's results in the Europa League. I'll start with Bologna and Celtic played a 2-2 draw in Italy. Bayern and Midtjylland 3-3 again, another draw. Aston Villa went to Fenerbahce to win. Then 1-0. Feyenoord Brainstorm Crash 3-0. Freiburg beat Maccabi Tel Aviv 1-0. Malmo lost at home to Serena Vexda. Quack beat Real Betis 2-0. Victoria Pleasant 1, FC Porto 1. Young Boys lost at home to Lyon. Braga beat Nottingham Forest 1-0. Celta Vigo beat Leo 2-1. Dynamo Zagreb beat SCSB. That means that was that name. Bucharest, 4-1. Ferencváros 1, Panathinaikos 1. Nice beat Go Ahead Eagle 3-1. Rangers beat Ludogorets 1-0. Roma beat Stuttgart 2-0. Salzburg beat Basel 3-1. And Utrecht 0, Ghent 2. Okay, let's talk about our own Aston Villa. They went away to Turkey to beat the 1-0. And Sancho scored the first goal not the first goal, the only goal in the first half to win that game for Aston Villa.
I think it was a good game for him. I think a lot of the media hype, the media pressure on him have all died down.
Nobody's even thinking about it.
Nobody
remembers
him.
If you play, they go thank you. When they don't put you for bench with seats, better they want to thank you.
Nobody even remember him be again and where he is, because he's just kind of below the surface, right? And at Villa, I think it's a good thing for him because the SS media coverage on him has died down. He can now play football and put in the performance we saw yesterday, which is a very good goal for the first half in that game to seal the early lead. Now, later on in the game, there were a bit tensions between Tielemans and Emery, but he has come out to dispel.
That it is son. That is just his son thing. Father and son. They won't whine us.
They don't deceive us every week. But first off, before I say the media has gone down on him, the person will winger on bench. Not people winger, midfielder don't bench. Aston Villa midfield. In that midfield, you have Tielemans, Onana, and Morgan Rogers. But automatically, Morgan Rogers don't go wide. So leaving Sancho permanently on the bench. So for players like that somebody they brought from Middlesbrough, a Cardiff project to come and put you on the bench permanently in the thing they're supposed to just go in and walk into their starting level.
Morgan Rogers plays behind the striker, and
That's what I'm saying. Mostly now he plays on that left. Why they are looking to bring back Leon Bailey from loan, which makes it that he's going to have difficult time because he's not giving enough. That's why they are bringing out a player who has they are recalling a player who has gone out on loan. First off, so for Sancho coming into this one and getting one goal, good game for him. You know when somebody have a very good game, we come out and say he had a very good game. But in general, let's not come and say because of the less media presence on him, he's getting his form back. Because he was getting his form back since maybe 3 months ago. Would have seen because last media not there for Aston Villa. So in the last 3 months, we would have seen impact from this guy on the pitch for Aston Villa, but nothing from him. So which means
if
this game is just
he cannot pick himself to start a game, so you cannot control the games you play.
The sub when it comes in of the sub,
coming in and saying that because he's been on the bench, he's not been getting game time and blah blah blah. Cry me a river. The bottom line is you only get to perform when you get picked to play the game. And in this game yesterday, he was given a starting bet on the right, with Morgan Rogers in the middle as he has always been playing for Villa. So what's different there, man?
Let me finish. Now, like you said, giving a starting bet, they've given you 20 minutes of football. If you show say he did, at some point in the game, manager will put him for starting 11.
Oh well, let's see. I think I don't think he's going to make the World Cup. He
didn't dare. He's not going to make him.
Because normally it does not really start in the Premier League for Aston Villa. But I was looking at the squad for Fenerbahce. I saw Ederson there, their goalkeeper. John Duran there. Even saw Fred. Even John Duran there.
Asensio was on loan at Aston Villa last season.
If you look at the defense, you are going to see Milan Skriniar there, and you're also going to see Nelson Semedo.
Yeah, so they have a pretty good squad there, but they lost to Aston Villa. As we said, Emery is the master of when it comes to Europa League.
This people sack Modeo.
And then sack Modeo. And he don't go Benfica, he don't go qualify for the knockout stages. But probably he came in mid-season. Fantastic game for Aston Villa. Fantastic season for Emery. He has been building, he has been doing well for Aston Villa. Let's be frank. He has done pretty well with Aston Villa, and they won that game 1-0. Okay, let's talk about the other English club that played yesterday. Brighton beat Nottingham Forest 1-0. They considered an own goal in that game in the second half. But the thing, before they consider that own goal, you saw he missed a penalty.
Yes.
Just 1 minute after he missed a penalty, they considered own goal. It was just a crazy match for
so Godwin, to put it, let me just say, to spell it out, you concede an own. Sorry, you miss a penalty. Yeah. You concede an own
1 minute after,
and then you go and collect the red card in the same match. Like, what's going on over at Forest?
But I think they had a chance to win. But if they had scored that penalty, they were probably in the front run to actually win that game. But missing that penalty actually.
This actually brings in question their ability to qualify for those top 8 spots.
No, top 8 no day, but again they can qualify for the top. They can qualify for playoff. But this is, if you look at the game in general, you see that these people were actually there. I was watching the Premier League team, but Braga was actually there or thereabouts in this game. Defensive structure was okay, offensive structure was okay. But when Nottingham went on the attack, you could feel the threat, that good threat. But I just feel like the goalkeeper and the defense was just on their game, because you could feel that anytime they go on the offensive, there was something to show for it. And after missing that penalty,
there was nothing to show for it. Braga offense, no get nothing. Braga offense.
I'm not saying Braga offense. I said Nottingham offense. Nottingham offense. But again, the defense was just there to just.
It was just an easy dash of 3 points to Braga in this end.
I take the easy dash. If I don't put pressure on you, don't go
easy dash.
Let me tell you how it's probably my easy dash of the goal. It was 50-50 for both of them in possession. Brian had 0 shot on target.
Now by possession,
if I pressure you,
0
shot on target.
0. You don't create nothing.
No, but when Arsenal they score own go up another.
You don't create nothing.
Wait now, Arsenal they get shot on target against Wolf. How many shot on target? 2 shot on target. Wait now, against Wolf they score 3 goals on that match. No shot on target for Arsenal.
And so
they win their match. They win
2-1.
Let me finish. They win 2-1. We say it's not luck. Because they put pressure. We hype Arsenal for the we follow how people hype Arsenal for this.
4 games in a row.
They put pressure.
4 games in a row.
Now in this game, Braga put pressure.
I had 0 shot on target.
Thank you. Where the pressure come from? Where the pressure come from? How many goals off target? Look at it here. Now you don't reach up to how many off target?
When we go on the offensive, we press.
I'm gonna leave
Press
that
them. Press them and put pressure on them till they score their own self. That was what they did.
Nottingham Forest lost that
Good
game.
one for them. Good pressure, please.
No
That's
pressure.
We not go
abeg.
use that. We not go use and sing. We not go use
There
and
was no
clap for
pressure.
Arsenal. We not go use and clap
Arsenal
for
did it
Braga.
4 games in a row,
Good game.
winning unquestionably in those games, attacking and scoring.
And we
in
said they were
some.
putting more pressure on their offensive. That is
Attacking
why they
and
are scoring
scoring
their
in
goal.
some, please. This is a
They were
one-off.
not scoring
Don't
any.
come and give me that.
Own
This is a
goal in many
one-off.
matches.
It was Nottingham Forest lost that game, but they are still in course to qualify for the knockout. Finish in top first 24, so they are going to. But they just didn't. Maybe if they don't lose the last game, and they will qualify. They just probably need a draw for them to qualify in the next round. But it was an interesting game of football. Bologna and Celtic played a 2-2 draw. A good game all around. Our own guy did not. What didn't make the squad. Ihana Acho. But
Wasn't part of the
yeah,
travel.
Change the management.
yeah,
What do you expect?
let's see.
If Papa don't come up for job.
But it was a good game. Feyenoord won their game. A lot of games happened. Let's talk about Prague versus Real Betis because our own Anthony is there. They lost that game 2 goals
Anthony
to
did
nil.
good.
Yeah,
As
even though they didn't.
it don't go there now. If you don't go there full time job now.
Nobody they talk about.
Nobody talk about that again. But when he dey loan, now we don't need the full time now. Nothing they show for it. Numbers say they come up again. He's not scoring and assisting every game again. We are not singing any praises again.
He did not,
But
he,
they try.
he did not play this game
Yeah, they
but,
try.
but it was a fantastic game for
The
Prague.
last
Go
one
sing
games he
in
has
praise
played.
when he no play.
Even the ones who him play.
Then go
I know
sing
you
in
talk about
praise
this one.
when
I
he
talk
no
about
play. No,
since
so
you understand. We've not talked about Anthony since this Europa League started. You get, of course, say he don't dey permanent now. I want to talk about Anthony.
that's
No, no.
conspiracy, please.
No, no.
Okay, fantastic for them. Was fantastic. Let's see. If you look at the table in the Europa League, the first 8 that will qualify is Lyon is first with 18 points with one more game to go, and Aston Villa are second
Already
with
qualified.
18 points. Both of them will make that top
Final
8.
eight. Whether they
I think
qualify,
so.
whether
Yeah.
they lose the next match or
They
not.
might. Okay, yes.
Even if they lose the
yes.
next match, they still
Yes,
top
they are
8.
still because ninth is Porto with
Porto,
14
14
points. So
points,
even they
3
win is
points.
17 points. Yeah. So first is Lyon in the Europa League with 18 points. Aston Villa is second with 18 points. Freiburg is third with 17 points. Midtjylland is fourth with 16 points. Braga is fifth with 16 points. Roma is sixth with 15 points. Ferencváros is seventh with 15 points. Real Betis is eighth with 14 points. So others is the top 8 in the Europa League. The other Nottingham Forest are 16th on that table with 11 points. So probably they need one more point for them to qualify for. Okay, they are going to qualify whether they lose that game,
yes.
because the person that is Ludacris that is 25th on the
Is
table
8
has
points.
7 points. So even if they win, they will finish with 10 points. So Nottingham Forest has qualified for the knockout
Knockout
stages
stages, yeah.
of the Europa League. But
They
Aston
are
Villa
still
will
3
finish.
points away from the final.
So which is actually
On to the next round.
on to the next round, which is actually a good one. So let's see if I'm interested in Emery for them if he's going to qualify, win this Europa League, because this is actually his competition. If he does well, he will win that game. Okay, let's move away from that and talk some of the transfers happening and in Europe before we talk about Nigerian things happening around in Nigeria. First, Chelsea are looking for on loan for Douglas Lewis. If you ask you, it makes sense at all, because where will he play? Santos is not really getting game times, and that's where he plays box to box. Him, Fernandez, and who again? And Caicedo plays
Caicedo
on that
actually
midfield.
plays defensive
So,
midfield. So
yeah, okay, let's say it's
Caicedo is the
Fernandez.
shield. So him, Caicedo, Fernandez, instead of bringing in Reece James into the team.
Aston Villa is looking. I thought Aston Villa is looking at everybody. I don't even know what they are
He's
looking
their
at.
former player that they
So,
said that
but-
because of money.
But if Chelsea is interested in Douglas Lewis, do you think it makes sense? That's my own. I don't think that deal makes sense if you ask me. But they had this guy. Is it a Sugo that they brought for Sporting Lisbon? He's not even played any minutes in the Premier League at all.
Godwin, please, when you call names like Esuga and some of these other big part players Chelsea paid over the nose to get because of potential, it make it a little bit funny because he's never going to play for Chelsea one way or another. Probably has no future at the club. So a season or two out on loan and then a bumper sell-off maybe in the summer and they've moved on. How many of those players that they've bought in at that amount have actually featured for the squad concurrently, and how many of them have nailed down a position is next to 0.1% of the players they've signed. So I'm not really bothered about them. I think Chelsea look at where I have an issue with Chelsea, right? The Tinkara talking about Enzo Maresca has exposed a couple of utility options in the Chelsea side to fans and the board, and the board are now looking at moving some players and bringing players into some of those positions. Like for me, I would never have moved Reece James into the center midfield position because that gaping hole in the right back, on his day there's nobody better in the right back position. Malo Gusto is a close second at best. At best. Then you come to the midfield now. That pairing of Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo is the stuff championship sides are built on. But you moved Enzo up into the 10 position and made that place open for Reece James, who is at best sometimes second par. We said it when we talked about Thomas Partey at Arsenal moving to the right back position. You sacrifice a 10 in a position for somebody who can be a 4 in another position. That's what I think they are trying to do there. So with Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez in that midfield, and Romeo Lavia, who may or not be available, right?
Injury one kid that one.
So in the stead of Lavia being available, Reece James is popping into that position and helping out. You have Andre Santos popping into that position and helping out. There's no need really to bring in another CM in that position. Secondly, talking about the 10 position, you already have Cole Palmer in the 10 position. You also have João Pedro who can fall into that position and play the lap up forward. So
for squad depth,
I wouldn't be spending in that position, man.
For me, if you are looking for squad depth, Santos is not even playing much, so I don't even know why you are looking for.
Okay,
Thank you.
Now, Andre Santos is good on the ball in defensive areas, but in offensive areas, it isn't there. Now, you need somebody to recovery and also create chances as a box-to-box midfielder, and that person is Enzo Fernandez. Now, if he's not available, who takes the next shift? No other person on that side. No other person on that side. And you know they can't play 90 minutes all game. You need to bring in somebody in the second half. Who do you bring in? You don't bring in an Andre Santos in the second half. You go out and bring in somebody maybe smarter, somebody who has the ability to read the game in a certain way, in a certain direction, and perhaps make the game go in their favor. You make other people play your ball instead. And I think you need the experience, because this guy has played for Aston Villa, he's gone to Juventus, he's played for Juventus, he's come back to England playing for Nottingham Forest, I think, on the bench as well. If he comes to Chelsea, it's all the experience you need. You get me? Now, if Enzo Fernandez is not available, he plays. It's squad depth you're looking for. And we've said it multiple times. No matter you say the Chelsea have all these players, they bought potential, but they've not really signed somebody classy. Get me? When they signed Moses from Brighton, we saw the work. We Premier League proving for like 2 years or so. But he came to Chelsea and he was flopping at some point. For the first 6 months, he was flopping. When they brought in Enzo from Portugal,
oh wow,
it was okay.
Caicedo was flopping
in his
for
first
the
6 months. Let's be honest. No, I know
Bro,
Chelsea
don't
fans
give
will
me
tell
that.
you picking
Don't
up
give me
unnecessary
that.
yellow cards, going for reckless tackles,
Don't give me
losing the
that.
balls in midfield. You recover and lose the ball. You recover and lose the ball.
Don't give me that.
Flopping,
Why
now.
you not selling after the 6 months?
No,
now?
you know if you just sell like that now. That's the test they get grace period. After that 6 months, what's happened? He became one of the best defensive midfielders in the Premier League.
Thank you.
Okay, so like I said, in the first 6
if
months,
the top person wey dey flop, go top person wey never score this season.
So outside that now, you need squad depth, and I'm not saying you need squad depth like what they used to do before. Just sign all the as I say, person sabi trap ball, pass ball, just sign and come. That's not squad depth. That's signing for business. Sign somebody with the ability and the talent to control the game.
Dr. is the guy. Dr. is the guy that
He's him. He's
him, and he's not getting game time every club.
No, if they get game time for Aston Villa, now why they talk like that now?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Godwin.
He didn't get game time.
Godwin,
No,
thank
he was
you.
getting game time in Juventus.
Thank you.
Okay, that's why they had to ship him out.
Papa no get game time for Juventus.
Let me
The only thing you will say to be kind in his favor is that the manager that brought him left. But Baba didn't get game time.
He was having game time in Juventus until
QAD.
let me finish. No be quiddy.
QAD,
He was
bro.
having game time at Juventus until Potter took over. And Potter brought in his own players and almost relegated Juventus. And new manager come and say, okay, fine, see as one to shop. Since this manager don't start the rebuild, no rebuild totally. And they had to ship him out. He was getting game time until Potter took over. And look at when Potter went back to the other players he dropped, because like John will say, Maresca came in and froze some players. Mota.
Okay.
When we talk about Maresca, I said he froze some people out. I started bringing them back. When Potter came in, he froze some people out, and he was part of them.
Yes.
Part of them. and he was playing.
At the end of the day, now then come bail am out.
He was
before
playing
he was out,
draw,
he
draw,
was
draw,
out.
draw, draw. But when these people started playing, they started winning games. Until he said, let him try his old tactics and put them on the bench again. And they lost 2 back-to-back games that made him lose his job against Fiorentina and against the other people. That 4-0 and 3-0 against Fiorentina and against Bologna. So he was frozen out by Morta.
At the end of the day, he did
How
not
they play?
He did not
You
play.
know,
Well.
get
He didn't play
game
game
time.
time for
Simple.
Juventus. He was moved to Nottingham Forest. He's not even getting game time.
They sacked him
Nottingham
when we
Forest.
bring him in for
So,
Nottingham Forest.
it
So
means-
that is one pack
My
boss.
point is that
My guy know the pack boss.
let me
He
tell
play
you the
ball. You know the
truth.
pack boss.
Let me tell you the truth. If no matter there's some coaches, even no matter what they change them, they will still play. Fernandez will play no matter the kind of coach
Anywhere
they
he
bring.
go.
I'm
If
not
you are
saying-
good,
see, I'm
you
not
are, it
saying-
shows that he's not
Got it.
really
Got
doing
it.
well. The
Got
former coach, he wasn't starting with the former coach that Ange that they were sacked.
Yeah.
They brought in this new coach. He's not even playing at all. So the
Okay.
problem is from you.
No,
Two coaches in one season cannot say that they are bad.
With Ange, you cannot blame Ange because Ange know they play defensive ball.
But let's see.
And you know they play.
I
for-
think
and you know they play.
Douglas Luiz is going to be probably let
I'm
me
just
say a
saying,
squad depth for
quality backup.
quality.
Quality
You don't know what
backup.
they
Now
call
they
quality.
call him.
For me, I know they call him quality because that guy.
Douglas Luiz no dey
He
play.
don't be quality. He's 27
Eh.
years old or 29 years old. He cannot nail down a starting lineup in
I'm not
Nottingham
saying
Forest. You're talking about
understand what I'm saying. At Chelsea, he is more quality than Esugo.
It's just common sense.
He is more quality than Andre Santos.
See what I'm thinking.
Than any other person
See
in
what
that
I'm
side
thinking
outside
about him.
Caicedo and
That
most
move
side.
is just common sense. Rather than sitting down in the bench of Nottingham Forest, go and sit down in the bench of Chelsea. At least you
Simple.
go to play Champions League or see Premier League play.
Simple.
It's common sense. If you compare the way you want to sit
But
down,
then
sit
again,
down,
the
it's just
bottom
common
line
sense.
is you are one contract away from retirement. I wouldn't make that move because you sit down on the bench. Once Lavia comes back and the other players come back,
You might
and
not
some
even
of
make
these
He
it.
go
guys,
still bench
bro,
Lavia.
you go,
He go still bench Lavia.
I bet leave that thing. Nothing you want tell me. The
He go
only
still
person
bench
in the
Lavia.
league
Like
that
I
is
say,
2 clicks behind Caicedo is Lavia, and Chelsea have both of the best DMs in the Premier League.
yeah,
2 clicks behind
Waiting to grab
Caicedo
him ball.
is Lavia.
Okay, let's see the
Gravenberg, how market this season?
Cast, Uncle
How
Cast.
market this season?
Let's see if he was going to. He's 27 years old. Let's see if he's going to move that Chelsea, but they are inquired for him. Let's see if he's going to work out for him. We've already told you that Waneri is going to move away from Arsenal to Marseille. He has landed already in Marseille, so hopefully he's going to do well. Tottenham has signed a left back from Santos in Brazil for 15 million euros. So for them to spend for Swaza for 15 million euros, that means probably
Frank has a long.
probably is going to be their first team
Mm-hmm.
left back because Udogie have not really cemented, and Spencer is a right back that is playing from left back, so probably that's why he bought him. But let's see if he's going to do well for him. So fantastic for him. The rumors that Gabriel Jesus have to leave, he will leave Arsenal at the end of the summer. It's everybody knows that one though, depending how, because I think Havertz have a setback too. His back injury. But let's see when the weekend comes, when they play Manchester United, they see if he's going to be in that squad or not. So, but for Manchester City, no transfer news. The one they have signed is already enough for them. They have confirmed already that Casemiro will leave Manchester United at the end of the summer. He has had a fantastic career with Real Madrid.
Why did they
Good career.
Why did they tell him?
Good career with Manchester United, even though
Of
he
course,
had his
yes.
own ups and downs, but good career. I'm thinking like if you have gone to a team like Arsenal that was progressing, maybe it would actually be more, because imagine Casemiro in Arsenal team
And
playing
he would have
with,
retired
do you understand?
trophyless.
No, but it's not about saying trophyless or not. I mean that nobody will criticize him too
Of
much
course.
because Arsenal team we are doing well. What will they criticize in Arsenal is the whole team that did not win a trophy. But you
Yes.
cannot pick out individual
You
and
cannot
just
pick a
like
player and
Manchester
say
United
yes.
that they are picking out Casemiro,
Yes.
picking out this
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
picking
yeah.
out
Who
this
has,
person.
who has
When you are
of
big.
recently been one of their best rocks in that midfield? Let's not come here and cap
But
because
at
he
least
has
he
man.
he probably has a fantastic career.
I
Real Madrid
don't
and a
know.
good
Straight
career
up,
with
I don't know.
Straight
Manchester
up.
I don't know.
United.
See, he
That
came to
link
Manchester
up
United.
with Ronaldo when he first came in, that link up with Bruno Fernandes, that type of play under, and what's his man now, the man that hangs or whatever, Eric, that set of play was phenomenal. He came in, he brought in. When you talk about a squad that is bereft of winning mentality, you talk about a squad that have not tasted even runner up. You talk about bringing somebody that is a consummate winner, consummate professional, and you bring him into that team, bro. Cut the man his slack. He has earned it, and he came in, hit the ground running, despite the fans' antics and players and coach antics or whatever. He has been one of the steady, consistent performance at the club, and he deserves his send off. Good one for
I
him.
think I think I don't know why he made it now. We still have about 5 months to go. And
Mhm.
probably let's match that to start preparing for the next summer.
Probably, man.
Godwin, they're
Probably.
already looking for player now. So if I not really said, if you look at this Uncle Cass matter, every fan base will have a scapegoat. There are sometimes when Arsenal will play and we'll pick other guys as our scapegoat when we talk about him. There are sometimes Arsenal will play a match and lose and we'll pick one scapegoat. Either we're picking Ateta as the scapegoat or we're picking a player on the field. Maybe we saw that the tactics was okay, but the players were not delivering. And for some time now, we've picked different players as scapegoats. I think Cass was one of those scapegoats as well for Manchester United. There was a time where Dalot was a scapegoat, regular scapegoat for Manchester United. So fan base will always pick their scapegoat.
The only reason why Cass was picked as a scapegoat is because of his paycheck. And of course, remember that in his contract, he has a 20% markup if they qualify for Champions League. So it's not his fault.
Everybody get out.
At Arsenal, we have what's his name, Havertz, who is the top earner. Until this guy's contract gets a renewal, then he moves up ahead of him. What has he done for the club coming to the club at such a particular point in time? You don't hear anybody griping about his paycheck, man.
Nobody's griping about anybody's pay. Like I said,
of course, Manchester United fans were. So don't give me that.
They were griping about his pay. If you know they form, they pick your scapegoat, they go 5 weeks ago.
Why you go pick him back? Because of the paycheck.
Even Dalot, it's not because of the paycheck. Even Dalot at some point was dragged as a scapegoat. At some point, get away Man United fans, some careless, I don't want to call them anyhow name, some careless Man United fans, they drag Bruno as scapegoat. So that be the problem of this team. So every time you look at that Manchester United team, a section of the fan base will pick their scapegoat. And I'm sorry that for the longest period, Uncle Cass and Dalot and Maguire was part of this scapegoat route. You get, they were part of this list. And Bruno at some point. So, and Rashford. So if they call them, almost every player, they share them by month by month. This month now, this person, this month now, this person. I don't know. But again, that's the fans. They can do that. That's the media. They can do whatever they like. But again, does not take away the credit that this player has been a very good player, a very loyal servant. The team that have been going to competition, winning second under Ole. They had came in, they won Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Good one for them. And went to another Europa League and won second again, which was okay for them. But I feel like this guy, if he leaves now, we've not. I don't know how to say it. We've not seen any player who can come in and take his shoes. We've not seen any player. See, we've not seen, I'm not even talking about just for Man United. We've not seen any defensive midfielder at the moment who can lace these guys.
Adding to that, I'm sure 90% of Manchester United fans will agree to his extension if he takes a pay cut. That tells you that is one of the biggest markers there. Please.
I think it's 4 years.
Don't take a pay cut now, board you go meet now.
Make it go back try another thing. I think normally they are trying to change a lot of things in Manchester United. So part of them is to make sure that the old players they're not going to renew their contract because his contract is going to expire, so it's just going to leave. They're not going to renew it, so probably he's going to try another club or maybe go back to Brazil and
but we all know who they are begging to get an extension, right?
Fernandes. But let's see if I mean Fernandes, I could just go back.
No extension, please. Have a banger World Cup, move to a bigger team,
go win Bundesliga like Kane and challenge for the Champions League. If you are lucky, you win it. If you are not lucky, at least he's 30-something years old.
What are we saying? How many years you've given to the club and all the gripe they are giving you about it?
If na Real Madrid come, anybody wey dey play Champions and challenge.
Sweetest part of that deal will be there will be no transfer fee, so you can get a bumper signing on budget.
It no matter, he's 32.
290.
You know what I mean?
Like people say, how many years you give to how many years? People they there for club, 30 na legend.
Yes.
Who will celebrate you?
How many players in world football? How many players?
He didn't go in Manchester United.
Thank you.
Right?
No.
How many players in world football have given the career I thought he has given to Roma? How many? Less than 0.0001%.
Maybe 30. Gerrard.
Talk about this guy, Tony Adams for Arsenal. 26 years.
And remember then, money wasn't big factor.
Thank you.
Imagine now 30 they pay maybe 50. Remember they go offer 300.
Then we say Gerrard no get regret when he did.
You go say no go.
Let me tell you this. Once a Manchester United player, once a red, always a red. So they say, once a red, always a red.
So you say.
It's not so I say. Now waiting they talk.
Okay, but let's see if Fernandes will still stay after this summer. Okay, Chelsea aside a young talent again from Sheffield Wednesday for around 500,000 pounds. So let's see what he's going to do. He's
Plus
probably
heavy
going to
add-on, so
They go
yes.
down loan and
plus
go Strasbourg.
Normal thing
plus
now.
heavy
Let's
hard.
see
No,
they
I
buy.
think one thing now is you cannot loan more than one. You cannot loan more than one player to a certain club.
So yes, sir, will move to Chelsea. Then probably they move him out on loan. But let's see how it's going to work out. For Arsenal, they are not looking to sign any player. For Liverpool, no rumors for now. For Manchester City, they bought one defender. Which big club again remain? Man U.
Man U, Ndidi.
They are not looking
They are
for anything, but they are
scouting.
looking at Carrick.
Ndidi.
Carrick is doing a good job now.
Hmm.
Okay, let's move to the NPFL. A lot of news in the NPFL. Before we talk about give you the features of the weekend, some news popping out on the NPFL yesterday is NPFL has fined Remo Stars 7 million naira and banished them to Ibadan after they found trouble in their match, I think with 19 against Ikorodu, even though they won that game, but they were found troubles in the stadium. We didn't talk about it because we are talking about anything, but there were trouble in the stadium. Fans were fighting. They brought in dangerous objects to the field. The match was stopped in multiple times, so it was just a disaster of football that happened that day. But they have reviewed it and they have decided MPFL has decided to fine Remo Stars 7 million naira and banish them to Ibadan to play their remaining home games in the NPFL throughout this season. You know, we keep talking about this thing happening over and over again in the NPFL. Like it's not, I don't if they won that game, one goal to lose. I don't even know what caused the problem because we don't watch it on TV, so we don't even know what started the problem. It was a fan problem, not a player problem. It was from the two fans. So the part of the fine is that they didn't Remo Stars club did not provide adequate security for that game. That part of the thing that caused, and some people were injured. Thankfully, nobody lost their life. Properties were damaged, buses were damaged. So a lot of things happened in that whole thing. We keep talking about this in this. I think the band Canopilas. They just came back to their stadium.
Back to their stadium now. Yes.
Now it's Remo Stars. When we read just I don't want to say we have low quality human beings in Nigeria, but it's
not about low quality
human
beings.
Why?
It's not about low quality human. No, look at how it is, right? There are two things that go into this, right? If you go to a club, maybe you are the away side, you are coming to a club and you get beaten, the only thing you have to do is to rile up the other team. It's just defense mechanism. You don't want to feel like, okay, we came here, we lost. You now start throwing shades, you start doing things. Before you know, there's somebody that said that after a couple shades thrown, the next thing that happens is fisticuffs. And when fisticuffs come in, the people that have the more to lose, at the mercy of the guys that have nothing to lose, they can burn down buses, do all those stuff. Is on the home team,
yes,
not the away team. So if it's in that scenario, I feel like coming to the game in particular, we have over 70-80% of fans overrunning pitches in the NPFL because we don't have adequate security around the pitch itself. Go look at the Bundesliga. It's always gazetted all around. Go look at the Bundesliga.
Apart from referee, apart from police security from Europe, apart from the security like the police and all in the stadium, you have people they call stewards.
Thank you.
Do you know that the stadium security?
No, but this year stadium
we
security.
We saw it at the AFCON's finals, right?
That one, bodyguard from Europa.
No, we are not seeing it.
Now, there's this stewards you talk about. We were here, I think, the last derby match, the last time Enugu Rangers won the league. We saw what happened. There were more stewards in that stadium than there has ever been every time we go to see a game. We've gone to see Rangers vs Bayelsa United. We've gone to see Rangers vs any other team. But that day we went to see Rangers vs Eyimba, and we know they are going to give us trophy that day. You know how many stewards were there? There were more than 1,000, if I count correctly, unless let's say they're not up to 1,000, but they were less they were more than usual. You get? If they usually used to be 15, that day they were 30, 40, 50. I don't want to exaggerate. I don't want to put a particular number out there so I don't be wrong right now. But they were more than the usual number of stewards in the game, and yet they were overrun. You get me? They were police security.
They were overrun because of the porous nature of that pitch.
Now that's what I'm saying. So if the stadium is 30,000 capacity, please make it 30,000 capacity. tickets don't finish, make everybody make gates lock.
That's the
It's
problem.
not even about that self.
See, make I tell
There
you the
should
truth.
be better protection
See, make
around
I
the
tell
pitch.
you the truth. There's still protection.
No, so
Make I tell you,
that one is
we
the
go
one-off.
still find a way
No,
enter the stadium
wait,
without the tickets.
no,
Can't overcrowd
that
the
one,
place.
that one is a one-off game. It
Mm.
doesn't really happen all the time.
I said they always full.
I'm not saying that I've never seen Enugu Stadium being filled like that. Apart from last 2 or 3 years we played.
Mm.
That's 2 years now.
And it was feel like that because of course there was something on the
On
offing. The
stage,
trophy
yes.
was
we
at
have
stake.
played
Yes.
any but twice now.
Yes, now.
Stadium no full like that.
Stadium
Thank
full,
you.
but no full like
No
that.
full like that. That's what
You
I'm
know,
saying.
full like that.
So I'm
Yes.
just saying.
Even this stadium that they are talking about, it's not that everywhere was jam-packed with the human beings. It's just that you have to provide adequate security because it's club. All this thing has budget.
Of course.
It's for you to employ people to help you with still. You say, people know they come stadium now.
May you save money in that area. At the end of the day, they don't find you 7 million now. Penny wise, pounds foolish.
So my own is that we need to improve.
Or penny foolish, pounds wise.
We talked about that deal that we have not seen
We've not had any
that they
progress
are going
on.
to put us on TV. Imagine international bodies watching us on TV and we see these things happening all the time. It's crazy. We should just improve as a human being, as a Nigerian. We need to improve our mentality. Everything no be fight. Everything we will not fight for everything.
But then Godwin, it's not also it's like the league have their own responsibilities, right? The league have their responsibilities, they have their expectations, they've signed that deal. We are still waiting for the fallout from that deal. But like one of the best way to position your club in the NPFL right now, talking about commercial value, talking about brand value, is to take it upon yourself to market your own club.
Everybody
So
has it. If that is what you're talking about,
if
all of
the
them have.
NPFL have that deal and is coming, we should see better coverage from clubs creating content on that team, not just generally when you are doing training, you come and film 5 seconds. Film the game, put it up.
Rangers, they film training. So that's why if you go Rangers page for Facebook or any other
Nice, you know, be just training.
now they calm down now. Interviews, everything. Even the games, you see the highlight of the games in their pages. You get sometimes you see the highlight of the game on their Facebook page when they score the goals and how they score the goals. I think Remo Stars has it as well. Kun Khalifat has it at some point. Sporting Lagos last season when they were in the league because they relegated. They had it. I could give you a list of teams that had this social media thing working for them and they were banking on it. You get, but again, it's not social media are for field and players. If they travel outside stadium, waiting happen to look for signing, and that's why the problem. I keep saying it. When a traveling fan is coming, there's a kind of protection. I used to see Leeds United versus Manchester United, and this Tuesday derby that played Newcastle versus Sunderland. I saw it again, and I feel like this is what should have been happening in the derby match in Nigeria or in every match at all.
Okay, let's see what happens with them. But then Remo Stars are not going to play. They are going to play in Ibadan throughout their home games throughout till the end of the season. They fined them 7 million for troubles again. Okay, secondly, another news is coming out from the NPFL. Lechiku has returned for Rangers duties versus Warriors. Remember, he's been with the Nigerian Super Eagles. He's one of the assistants for Nigerian Super Eagles. Even the coach of Remo Stars too. Both of them are part of the team, the coaching squad for the Nigerian Super Eagles. So he's back and he's going to take his test match against Warrior Wolves in the next match on Nigeria Skill. So welcome back, coach. Hopefully we are close to this, at least top 2. Just do your magic and let's probably finish in that race. Okay, the games in the NPFL this weekend in the NPFL, we have one game again on Saturday. Then others will happen on Sunday. On Saturday is Katsina United will play Plateau United. All the games again on Sunday. Eric Animiros will play Ikorodu City. Baru will play Bayelsa United. Enugu Rangers will play Warrior Wolves in Atunande Azikiwe Stadium. Remo Stars will play in Ibadan against Kun Khalifat after they are banned immediately. It takes effect immediately, so they're going to be traveling all the time when they play their league games.
Away from away.
Yeah, away from home. Abia Warriors will play Nasarawa United. Shooting Stars will play Bendel Insurance, and Wiki Tourists will play Kano Pillars. Finally, Niger Tornadoes will play in Enyimba City in that particular game. So hopefully Rangers International and Idechukwu that is back will get us that win. We are expecting the win from Rangers International in this one. Now Warrior Wolves now. It's supposed they win now. What do you guys think?
You know, there's been a question mark about his tactics and his influence in the dressing room recently. Until he left, I was started picking up points. And I think it has happened like 2 or 3 times. When he's not available, the team plays very well and picks up points. If these players, that's why I say players play for a manager. he should. I think whatever happened in the Super Eagles dressing room, he should come and replicate it with the players as
Simple.
well, because this is what he did in his first 2 seasons, and he won the league in one of those seasons.
Secondly,
He should
this
come
is
back and do
also
the same thing here.
this is also one of the fringe benefits of working with someone like Eric Chell. There are some things you pick up as a manager on the job, and there are some things you learn from others. So we should see a transference of that's it. I don't want to use go scriptural now. I'm saying we want to see a transference of that mantle in this game against Warri Wolves. It shouldn't be a drop off. It shouldn't be a game where we come in and we are struggling to win a game. We should be closing out our points, even though Warri Wolves are credible adversaries in this encounter.
Yeah,
but
we are 3 points ahead of them on the table.
so but we need to keep that separation growing wider. That means we should be picking up 3 points in this game.
We should be picking up 3 points. Hopefully, we will pick up 3 points because I need us to play that continental football. We are just a couple of points away from second. Second has 37 points. Enugu Rangers has 33 points. So that means Abia Warriors. That means we are close to them, just 4 points from second to fifth at Enugu Rangers. So we beat Warri Wolves. Them. Hopefully, Abia Warriors probably draw or loses their game. We'll go closer and closer. At least let's finish at least third. Let's finish third so that at least we are sure that we are going to play Confederation Cup if we qualify for the playoffs. But at least we qualify for an international competition. I always believe that when you play international competition,
win the FA Cup. Let's win something.
I believe if you keep playing, traveling away from Nigeria to go to other African countries and play, it gives you more experience.
Your sense going to grow.
Yeah, so I think it's good for them. But let's see where they are going to finish. So let's see where they are going to finish. Okay, but my own prayer is that this deal that we are talking about in the NPFL, that TV rights and all these statistics right, I'm hoping that it works out so that we're following these guys. So I need to be watching these guys. I like watching whenever I go to Enugu Rangers and watch them. I like it, even though sometimes it's boring, but it's still sweet watching football live. We want a space where we have a good stadium, have a good referee. Scandals here and there, but it's always stable. That people imagine we are in Enugu. We know how many people that are in Enugu. And you go to Enugu Rangers and you just see a handful of people watching the game because I don't know. We just need to do something in that stadium or in Nigeria NPFL to improve this. Hopefully, as we get better as a nation, hopefully our football will get better too. Probably one day will be like South African League, where even shown on TV everywhere. So everywhere still, stadium still, fans still. You understand?
Amen.
Hopefully it will happen to us. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's start taking phone calls and get your own contribution about all these things we are talking about. You can contribute about the Europa League or the news are coming out from the NPFL. The number
Or are you scouting your player for your team?
Yeah, or what do you make of Douglas Luiz moving to Chelsea? Do you think it's a good deal for him to move to Chelsea? The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Okay. Hello, good morning. Okay, your contribution. Please step away from the radio set first. Okay, all right. Contribution, please.
We're talking of Rangers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I want to explain something. This electronics billboard at
Stadium.
That's Christians. They have been advertising Arsenal match. So we should be advertising Rangers and increase the center of
Yes.
So, yes, we have to love our own. We cannot be advertising Arsenal as a foreign team in that kind of place. We will have our own team here.
It's true.
And the team should advertise themselves.
I think it's like Emirates they advertising now.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. This is actually.
It ties into what me I'm saying.
That's the thing. Marketing is football. Is hard. Is how Premier League is good. Is that it's marketing. It's not necessarily that they are fantastic.
Simple.
Marketing brought in the money.
Simple.
They marketed their league. It was when we were growing up. It was Serie A. But Premier League somehow boom. Everybody was going to see Premier League investment. They open investments.
They buy some of the best players and they open investments. That's one thing.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
My name is Obada. I'm calling from Enugu.
Okay, your contribution.
Please, the most famous club in England. I was wondering if you have made any signing.
Please, who is the most famous club?
Now, man, you know.
Manchester United. No, they have not. They have not. They, yes.
In the Premier League, oh,
No signing, no signing.
no signing. Let's not get money.
All right. Yes. You have a new coach now, and he's doing well. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. Manchester United.
According to you, in Manchester, in England, no problem, but not in the world.
Go and look at the ratings that came out yesterday.
Yeah,
Liverpool are topping in the EPL.
Okay, let's take phone calls.
By trophy now.
Not by trophy,
No, by
by
trophy.
Hello,
finance,
good
revenue.
All right.
You don't have lifeline. Okay.
No, now.
Yeah. Aesthetic. The aesthetic about the stadium, about going to the stadium, the fun.
The stadium aesthetics.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Yes. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. Okay, truthfully, that's what I'm saying. Everything needs to give. The club needs to make sure that the stadium are good, the infrastructure are good, everything is good, so that when you start marketing this thing for the world to see, because when the world sees it, they want to invest. They want to invest in play this kind of thing. That's the thing. Everybody needs to come together, the clubs, the organizers, the referee association, everybody come to, even the government come together and make our sports, our football better. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Name and location, please. Okay.
Yeah.
You are happy?
It's sweet, yeah, babe.
Thank you.
People buy another person now.
Ogati, una get Ogati.
Yeah.
But Uncle Ogati can do it now. Ogati can do the job. Manu can do the job.
He might come good next season, no?
I'm going to miss the guy. So he has done.
Yeah, Cassie is a good
Thank
player.
you.
4 years, 2 trophies. It's wonderful. Semi-finals twice, like very wonderful. Like I love the young man.
Yeah, good player. Yeah, good player.
We brought him in his prime.
You go leave Real Madrid, go Manchester United.
In his prime. When they do back-to-back Champions League final.
If it's Zephyr Gide,
Yes, yeah.
don't phone call, he go come now.
Yeah, maybe.
Not that kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
So, like we miss the young man. Remember Nigerians.
You call a young man after calling an uncle.
Yeah, continue.
Sorry, Uncle Cassie, sorry. So, I saw the news yesterday. Like,
Okay.
Who are we buying to replace him? That's the main problem. Not him. Who are we buying to replace him?
Okay, yeah.
You said something about Nigeria League.
Enugu Rangers
Mhm.
and NPFL.
Mm.
It's so sad that single thing keep repeating in our league every week, and we don't want to upgrade. That is a problem. That is why I don't like watching our league. Seriously, we don't want to upgrade. You see, the people will be making mockery of our league everywhere, but we don't want to change. It's pain me that my own country league is not improving. Look at ordinary Rwandan league, all this Canadian league, all this, they hear all those things now. How many times have you seen online that this? It's only our league, no improvement.
All right, thank you. All right.
It's painful, sir.
It's painful, yeah. Truthfully, it's painful, and we just need to. That's why I say every Friday we need to talk about it. I know it's painful to talk about, but we just need to talk about it. We cannot shy away from it. We can just say, hey, let's not talk about it. We don't like and we don't like Nigerian league. We know, but if we don't talk about it, who will come talk about it? And South Africa will come talk about our own league.
We need to talk
We need to
about it
talk
and
about
follow it with corresponding
Yeah,
action.
it's true. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Good morning to
Good
you.
morning.
Yeah, my name is Bishop.
All right. Okay, your
Okay.
contribution.
From Bukasi.
Yeah.
His
Normal.
experience,
Mm.
his calmness, his attitude, and everything. The
Mhm.
experience, most especially. Understand? But I
Yeah.
believe some guys have learned from him. Definitely busy.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yeah.
But the thing is this. Kasi is not living today or tomorrow.
Yes.
Mhm.
The end of the season. Yes.
Okay, that is that. You also should see that United has the board has the plan for the better institution.
That's what it means.
You can't let that character go. That
Mhm.
is definitely the better institution.
Mm-hmm.
First, they have started with agreement want to tie it down.
Yes.
That was the contract offer again on the table.
Mm.
And also, they also publishing for movie
Mhm.
in January. So that shows that there is plan. June, from now to June, that they will have like summer, the invest in the midfield.
Yeah. Two midfielders.
He has done his bit, but he played with passion.
Mhm.
But we can't forget him. Okay.
Yeah.
He has tried his best. But we know his age and all that. He can't die. He
Mhm.
did shit for Man U.
Mm.
He has done his bit. And we appreciate him.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate him for passion. Yeah, even at his age, he's still playing with passion.
Mhm.
Honestly, now, we the best mission that we have.
Yes, no.
All of that, all men and all that join together. Can he still want to go? He
Mm.
still want to do all these things that 25 and Madrid. But come on, he has done his bit. We appreciate it.
All right.
Definitely, take it from me. United will invest that
Yeah, obviously.
during the summer.
All right.
It's easy for them to look out and scout. Maybe not so you can do your job by scouting midfielder. You hold this midfielder.
I don't scout like 7.
For the ground for you.
I don't start like 7 for Wilfred and Didi. Wilfred and Didi. Wilfred and Didi is 1.
When I was scouted with it before,
5 years ago, 4 years ago, and even now.
but now,
Mm.
I'm not saying it's not good. My problem is now his age also.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You get his age also.
All right.
We have built it for long.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Bishop.
Built it for long. I don't think it will be soon. It will come, and after 2 years or 3 years, it's still good. We
Mhm.
are building like 7 years.
They have 7 years, yes.
All right.
Someone that will come and make a stay in
Yeah.
that midfield.
Thank you,
He's
Bishop.
not a
Yeah.
big player, but I only have issue with his age.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Hopefully they are going to replace Casemiro. He's going to leave at the end of the season. Hopefully they are going to be now. They have 6 months, as the last caller just said. They have 6 months for
Mhm.
them to prepare for probably 1 or 2 more
For the
midfielders to
greatest
come.
fall.
But let's see. It's going to be a fantastic summer for Manchester United fans. So they wait to see who they are going to bring in, and maybe if Carrick continues after 6 months, or they are going to bring a new coach. But let's see. In the NPFL, hopefully Rangers will win at the weekend, and hopefully our league will improve. Thank you for being part of today's show. Thank you for being part of today's this family. Actually, thank you very much for every day you are here with us. We are bantering each other. We are enjoying each other. We are enjoying everything. Thank you once more. My name is Godwin. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp. I will be here to talk more on football, especially the Premier League, because on Sunday it's going to be Arsenal versus
Mhm.
Manchester United. See you guys tomorrow.
Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.